Add that to the huge list you have there behind you of things Collie got wrong yet again.
Nine Cinemas Bundoran, now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more to your seat. Find out more at Eclipse.
Oh, time to join our man at the movies. Let's head up to Bundoran and Eclipse Cinemas Bundoran this afternoon, where I'm told it's beautiful and sunny because you've got a lovely tan, Collie.
Yeah, well, I try. Being a ginger, or when I had hair, being a ginger, it's not hard for me to get a tan. But it's been a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful couple of days here. I was up in League yesterday, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. But
That's what you
the
want.
rain is on its way, or at
Oh,
least
is it? Oh, I knew.
that's at least what the
Oh,
owner
yeah.
of the cinema keeps on telling me, because honestly, the rain's on its way. So
Oh,
we've
yeah.
lots of movies to talk about. It was only one movie last week, lots of movies to talk about. Before I get into the movie that we're going to play the clip of, let's just talk about the one right behind me here on the video. So,
Okay.
Hamilton
Mhm.
is out and it's only playing for 3 days. So that's why I want to show it. Now, this is the one that they filmed a couple of years ago and showed during COVID, right? And it's something I saw at the time, thought it was absolutely brilliant, went to see the show in London, all of that stuff. But I have to be honest, Jamie, when
Yeah.
the my boss asked me, he said, "Look, Disney are going to release Hamilton for 3 days on the big screen, the version you've seen before." He said, "Do you think we should get it?" I went, "Ah, yeah." He goes, "Do you think people will go?" I went, "I don't know. I don't know. Maybe everyone's seen it. Maybe add that to the huge list you have there behind you of things Collie got wrong yet again.
Yeah.
Friday night sold out. Saturday night almost sold out. The matinees selling like hot cakes." Selling like, in fact, tickets to Hamilton. I suppose there is a reason for the phrase of it. So this is the show in the big screen, and it is. And I watched it this morning, and it is still great. It is still great. All the songs are such bangers, and all the people. I think what's amazing about it is people who go, "Ah, yeah, but I don't like hip hop, or I don't like." Trust me, if you
Doesn't matter.
like musicals, it's
No.
just such a clever way of doing it, and it is brilliant. But I have to say, I asked them again today, and they're saying these are 3 days and 3 days only, and then it's gone.
Is that it? It is definitely
It's
not. You're
gone.
not going to do an extra day or anything.
Yeah.
No, no. But it's look when it's a great music, people go back again,
Yeah,
don't they?
absolutely. And it will
Yeah.
show for another 10 years and 20 years. It's not going to leave Broadway or anytime soon, but it is
Oh,
something special to see it with the original cast and so many of the people who are now stars in movies themselves who were unknowns at the time, or relatively unknowns, unless you knew
okay,
musicals. However,
okay,
someone who's
right.
not an unknown, nice segue, is
Oh,
Leonardo DiCaprio. And we are in big movie star stuff. Now, when I first heard about this, I didn't know much about it. One battle after another, it's called. And then all week, it's just been 5-star review after 5-star review. So I couldn't wait to put this on today. But let's just play you the clip first, will we?
I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the passwords. This is Bob Ferguson. I was a part of the French 75.
Bitch, I felt like Tony Montana!
Steve Lockjaw just attacked my home. And I cannot remember for the life of my only child the answer to your question.
Maybe you should have studied the rebellion text a little harder.
no, that's all we're going to give you. The life of my only child. That's a
Yeah.
good hint.
And so I put this on today, and that clip, I suppose that the first clip kind of shows you there's kind of a comic tone, even though it's a serious thing. He was in this revolutionary group, things fall apart, and he ends up living a life in hiding with his only child, and he's just wasting his life away, drinking and smoking away. He's a bit of a waster. Suddenly,
Yeah.
she goes missing, and he has to try and get the gang back together and find it. And this is by a guy called Paul Thomas Anderson, who has made things like Boogie Nights, Punch Rock Love, There Will Be Blood, really big movies, and also other stuff like The Master and that sort of stuff. But we're talking proper, good, smart, adult Hollywood movies here. And I was
Yeah.
watching this movie today, Shamey, right? And the first half an hour, I was thinking, I know what I'm going to say to Shamey. I'm going to say on the radio today, I'm going to say, I didn't think I'd see a more enjoyable movie than Sinners this year, and I might have just seen it. And then, exactly 1 hour into it, somebody called into the cinema. The cinema was closed, but I was watching it there and said, there's a phone call for you. And it was my friend who had missed the bus and was going to miss our plane. And I had to leave after an hour, Shamey. I only saw it the first hour, but I cannot wait. I'm going to go down to the cinema tonight when we finish here. There's a spare screen, and don't tell my boss, but I'm
Yeah.
going to go down and watch it. It is only brilliant the first hour, right? And so I can't lie. I will never lie to the audience and say I
No.
saw something that I didn't. But the first hour is so gripping. It is both funny and serious. Sean Penn is playing this weird sort of white supremacist colonel
Oh, really?
that also has a crush on Leonardo DiCaprio's ex-girlfriend, who's a Black Panther. All of this sort of stuff's going on. But what's amazing about it, it's loosely based on Thomas Pynchon's novel, which was probably written maybe 40, 50 years ago. And you're just watching it and going, this is Trump's America. This is Trump's America, even though it was made from something else, because I suppose those issues have never gone away in the States. I think this is brilliant. I think we're going to be hearing about this for a long time. I think it's going to be this and Sinners and Hamlet for the Oscars next year. Hamlet comes out in January. You haven't missed it. And so I'm really looking forward to this. Shamey, you've been very bold lately. Too much partying, not enough movies. I think this is one for you. I will text you later tonight when I see the final hour and a half. But I think we're on to something special here. This is really good. Really good movie.
So Leonard DiCaprio's back, and you reckon that this is probably his... well, you're saying it's going to go up for an Oscar.
Oh, he's definitely up for an Oscar. There's no doubt about it. Funnily enough, probably against The Rock, we're going to be reviewing next week, which is mad. Although, it's up for an Oscar because he's not The Rock. He's Dwayne Johnson in this movie. No, you can't call him The Rock. But that's next week's movie. I think he's definitely, and probably Paul Mescal as well, going to be up for Oscars. But I think he might win his second Oscar in this. I'm not the biggest DiCaprio fan, but when he's good, he's really good, and he's really good in this.
It's one battle after another. Yep. The biggest movie of the year, probably. And you reckon, when is it opening?
It opens tomorrow. It's great. It opens
tomorrow, right? Okay.
First hour is great, anyway.
Right. First hour week. We'll find out about the rest of it next Thursday. Now we're moving on, and horror movies are back. I knew that. A week cannot pass by that we don't have a horror.
Because I'm dying to talk about the festival, I will just say this. So The Strangers came out a few years ago. I don't even remember it, but people liked it. So we got The Strangers Chapter 1 last year. I watched it. Did nothing for me, but it did quite well because people who like it, like it. Strangers Chapter 2 is out. I will not be watching it, but loads of people who like this will go and see it, and it's a perfectly Ron Seal good horror movie about people attacking the house. And it'll do for people who like this sort of stuff.
Okay, more important stuff. Donegal Bay Film Festival. Yes.
Now, this is something I am passionate about, and I'm going to be double radioing today because I'm on Arts Northwest later as well, talking about this. This is the third year we're doing this. It's all short movies, curated by a woman called Caroline Harvey, who's a filmmaker herself. She used to be an actor who's in Fair City and makes her own movies now. And she's put together all of these short movies, anything from 10 to 25 minutes. And we've divided it up into two. On the first night, it is national shorts. So from all over the country, even though it does still have some Northwest flavour. And night two, it's all films based or made by people based in the Northwest. And there's such an array of movies. So we've everything from a movie about Gaza. We've a story called Galler, which is about the Mika blocks in Donegal, which is a very important issue here for the Northwest, to a story I can't wait to see called Licensed to Ill, because it's about a TV license inspector in the 1980s from another country, originally an immigrant, going to one of the islands, to check for licenses, and assure it the gang in the islands, they know he's coming, they can see him on the boat coming over, and they are ready with their excuses. So everything from tragedy to horror to history. There's a guy called Edwin Milan, his movie Day in the Sun is all based around here in the Northwest, and he's a big movie coming out soon called The Horseshoe, which we're hoping to get Ocean up to do it. Everything, there's a Oscalia, the whole lot. It's only $4.50 a ticket, and all local artists or Irish artists that need.
So when you say the movies, are we talking shorts or are we talking longer?
None of them are longer than 22 minutes. A lot of them are about 12 minutes or so. So enough time to tell a story. And of course, a lot of the people, they will use the audience responses and the money earned from this to go out and maybe make a full-length movie. An awful lot of movies. Recently, I watched a brilliant movie called The Ballad of Wallace Island that you would absolutely love, Shamey. Again, they made a short movie 10 years ago and finally got the funding to make the full movie. So, but it's all brilliant. And like there's stuff all based around Sligo and Leitrim and Donegal. So it's just perfect for our ocean audience. And it's really good to support local people.
So that's
on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday is the national shorts, including Oscar qualified movies. One of them is executive produced by Colin Farrell. So this is big stuff as well, made by local people. So it's great. And then Thursday. So that's what I'll be doing Wednesday and Thursday. Everyone welcome. And it's only $4.50 for a ticket. Like, come on.
You heard it first here
Yeah.
on Ocean. Right. Now, Mr. Monday, you're bringing back weapons.
Well, one of the best movies of its type of the year. One of the few. I think there's about 3 a year that I go, I know it's a horror movie, Shamey, but you like it. This is one. It's very clever, very funny, very weird. Loved it. Come and see it Monday if you haven't seen it already.
So I'll come and see you Monday for $4.50, is it?
$5.50.
$5.50.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Cheap at half the price.
Keep it half the price. Okay. And right, we got to go. And I have 10 seconds left. Look, that's all from the movies this week from Collie. Don't forget the Donegal Bay Film Festival. Most important, Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
That's all from him. Until next Thursday.